guys? What's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Real quick, man. Hope everybody's having a great day. Did I say great? Great Monday, man. It's Monday. And if you're a Toronto Raptor fan, I know you're in a good mood right now, man. Watching your team battle back, fight hard, show that courage, show that tenacity. Man, this was a good one. This was a good one, and to me, these are the type of wins as a Toronto fan you got to be happy about, man, because these are literally the type of wins that builds character, that says that, hey, you can get through things, you can get some wins, you just play hard, continue to stick with it, don't give up, and you will see a victory at the end. But let's talk about it, man. All right, so you got the Washington Wizards versus the Toronto Raptors, obviously. All right, the Washington Wizards, Bertans gave you 17. I can't pronounce it. Last name Avija. Yeah, he gave you 12. Lynn, he gave you 13. Westbrook gave you 23. He had a pretty good game. And Neto gave you 4. Westbrook in his game showed what he was about. He kept the team alive. He kept playing. He played 40 minutes. He tried to carry him and almost did it. Shots out to Westbrook. Westbrook is not a lot of people's favorite, but he's one of my. He wants. I was such a Westbrook fan that when Kobe no longer was playing, Westbrook became my favorite player just because I love the fact that he never cheat the game. I love the fact that he plays super hard. He's gonna give you everything he got on a night-to-night basis, and you got to be a fan of that. So shout out to Westbrook for the way he played. And some people say you can't win with him, but he definitely not gonna cheat you. For as far as the bench play, they got 17 from Matthews, so that was pretty good. That was actually really good. Smith gave you 10. Gill gave you 2. They didn't have Bradley Beal, so obviously that's a huge loss for them. And I did the video about Bradley Beal. The Raptors being in the dark horse to get him. We'll see how that be. We'll see how that play. I ain't gonna throw that out there. But he didn't play against him tonight. So they were definitely missing a key component. Siakam let's talk about these Raptors, man. Siakam gave you 22. Boucher gave you 8. Anunoby, OG, gave you 14. Bembry gave you 15. Gary Trent Jr. gave you 16. Flynn, my guy gave you 16 tonight as well. I'm so happy for that guy. Baines gave you 10. Wannabe gave you 2. First of all, let me talk about it. Now, I honestly thought Flynn was gonna start, but he ended up not starting, but he came in and did his thing. He was plus 11. He gave you 6 of 13 shooting, 2 of 4 from the 3-point line. I think this guy's getting it, man. He's starting to get it. Hey, also when you seen Steady Fred on the sideline pretending to play defense. I don't know if you've seen that, but it was like toward the end of the game where Steady Freddy was pretending to play defense or whatever. But it was funny. But man, let's talk about that last sequence, man. Gary Trent Jr. is making a name for himself with the Raptors. Let me tell you, he came in ready to go, right? He came in don't focus, like he's becoming like you gotta think. This trade just happened at the deadline, and he's the one making the last-minute shot. He the one that said, I got this, I'm going to take this. I'm quite sure Siakam like, hey, guy, But, Siakam was the first one there to be like, good job, man. Trent, now, you want to say he gave him a little elbow nudge, a little nudge? You can say that, but they didn't call it. And honestly, do you want that call at the end of the game? I don't know. I thought it was a good no call. We've seen calls like that throughout history not get called. Now normally there's bigger star players that get those favorable calls, but that's not the point. I think the Raptors, man, are starting to really get going. I like it, and they're really getting some way more than I think they expected out of Trent. He looks good, man. And then you got OG. He gave you 14 tonight. Brimber gave you 15. See, if you're a Raptor fan or a player, you just want to stack some wins right now. Just stack some wins. Get back to what you do best. Get back to playing hard. Get back to finishing game. Get back to playing defense. You start to see what the Raptors could do on defense a little bit tonight too. It was good. It was good because, and I get it, the Wizards was shorthanded. But what I will say is they played hard. They played hard, and it was really a sight to see, man, because they were down by I think 12 at one point in that fourth quarter. They got down by 12 at one point in that fourth quarter, and you could easily say, "Here we go again. Let's mail it in. This is it," but they didn't. They kept going. They kept fighting. They kept playing. That's what you're asking from them. That's what you're saying. Hey, you don't have this superstar. I think Siakam can transfer him to the superstar. We'll see. But you don't have this superstar player that's just gonna come take over the game. Like, just play a complete game. Play hard. Play your style of basketball. No one have to be the hero. Even though Gary Trent Jr. ended up the hero, but that was by he got the ball. He did what he's supposed to do. But at the end of the day, man, that's their style of basketball. And when you see it, it excites you because you're like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what they do. That's what we're used to. Where's this been? So, yo, man, I'm super excited. I'm super excited they got this win. But now it's just about stacking them. Stacking one game at a time. One game at a time. Because like I say, once they get into that play-in scenario, or even in the playoffs, everything starts over then. Everything starts over. So, man, when I tell you that it's starting to come, the main thing you're hoping is not a matter of too little, too late, but you're hoping that it's getting there, and they can just continue to get wins. Take advantage of your opportunities that are brought to you. Take advantage of the opportunity to just build momentum, build rhythm. Now it's hard, people in and out of the lineup right now, but take advantage of your time. Malachi Flynn had the third most minutes. He came off the bench, but he gave you 16. You see what I'm saying? That's what it's about. Taking advantage of your opportunity and giving up. Just go out there and play hard. And play hard for 48 minutes and walk away. And if you gave your all, you walk away with your head held high. That's what you got to do. Listen, I'm proud. That was a good one. All right, that buzzer beater at the end, Gary Trent Jr. Hey, Toronto, he's looking smart. Hey, people, Masai get a lot of criticism, but hey, in this case, he looks smart, man. He definitely looks smart. So, let me know what you guys thought about this game, man. Do you think they can start to stack some? With that being said, guys, please like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, man, you guys be more than good. Please be great.